we are going to clean out our water heater. And I need these things. 1, 2, 3, 4 gallons of white vinegar. Next, we need a 5-gallon bucket, a pump, and 2 connectors. This is how an instant hot water heater works. First, the cold water comes up, the gas comes up, and the water heater heats it up really hot. Then the water comes down and goes into our house. First, I'm going to turn off my water heater. Next, I'm going to unplug my water heater. Third, I'm going to turn off the gas. Parallel is on, perpendicular is off. I'm going to turn off this gas. The same thing with the cold water and the hot water. Freeze! Have a bucket nearby. This step might get messy. First, we are going to turn on these valves.
What are those valves for?
The valves are for unscrewing these caps and pouring vinegar in. Counterclockwise is on, clockwise is off.
That's good.
And I'm going to do the same thing for this other valve. The water is starting to drip.
Why is it dripping?
Because we're turning on these valves.
Okay. You need a bucket.
Yes.
Why don't you open the caps for us? There shouldn't be too much water left.
It shouldn't. Counterclockwise.
Oh.
Water might drip.
Yep, we got a little bit, huh?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and open the other
Next,
side.
we're going to do it on the other side. Next, I'm going to pour my 4 gallons of vinegar into my 5-gallon bucket. Be careful, no spills. This hose is connected to this pump. I'm going to put this in the cold water valve.
What do we do next?
Next, I'm going to put this pump in the vinegar.
Be very careful.
No splashes.
Why don't you hold the pump at the top? There you go.
Next, I'm going to put this hose onto the hot water valve, which will drain this vinegar. Next, I'm going to put the other side of the hose in the vinegar. Before you plug in this pump, make sure all your connections are tight. You might need to ask a grown-up for help. Then, you can put in the pump. Now it's pumping. Now that our pump is cleaning our hot water heater with vinegar, we'll let it do this process for about an hour. Now that our pump has been running for over an hour, our water heater is clean. Now I can unplug the pump and turn off the valve. Now that the valve is closed, but the drain valve is still open. We need it open because we need the remaining vinegar to get flushed and replace it with water. But first, we need to get rid of this old stinky vinegar. Now that our bucket is empty, I am going to take the drain hose and put it inside my bucket. Next, I'm going to turn on the water to flush the remaining vinegar. I'm going to turn it on, but not all the way because I don't want my bucket to fall over. As the bucket's filling up, I'm going to get ready to turn off the water. I can disconnect the hoses. And now I can close my drain valve.
That's good.
Now we can put the caps back on the valves. Now, I am going to take the filter out and let my dad look at it and clean it. Some water might spill out.
What do you see inside there?
I think there's some water inside it. Now that my dad cleaned out the filter, I can put it back in. Now we are ready to turn everything back on. 1. Gas. 2. Cold water. 3. Hot water. 4. Plug. Parallel on.
it on.
Press it to turn it back on. We're all done.
See you later.
See you later, alligator.